about 40. I slept quite well in a little coppice of trees. I think I slept all the way through from probably about 9 p.m. through to about 4:30. The sun has just risen, so I'm going to get on the road and start hiking. Hopefully I can get quite a few miles done today. All the way along the South Downs Way you can refill your water at various points, which is a massive luxury. And I just stumbled across this lovely spot hiking along. So now I definitely feel more human after brushing my teeth and washing my face. And that always happens when you're like hiking while camping, but you'll guarantee that you'll stop to camp somewhere thinking it's the best place you have, and then you'll hike on the following morning for a couple of miles or so and you'll find somewhere amazing. That looks like a lovely place to have wild camped, and nice and sheltered, level, out the wind, and with a great view. Oh well. I'm gonna sit here, rest my feet a bit and have some snacks. In there would have also been a really good wild camping spot. Ooh. So I guess I'm approaching the halfway mark, which is really cool to say. Doing not so bad. My feet are quite tender, but apart from that I can't complain. Apparently Amberley, if that's how you pronounce it, it's a really nice village, quite picturesque. So lucky. So it would have been quite a different story if it was raining. Whew. I think I've got like wild camping spots on the brain now, because up here would have been lovely to have wild camped. Obviously discreetly, but yeah, no, it would have been pretty peaceful. Well, that's quite a nice little cafe stop. And hopefully it's just after midday, about 1ish. The midday heat shouldn't be too bad. So going up a slight hill and back onto the South Downs Way. So that was a detour through Houghton. You meant to actually come this way. Am I going the right way? Oops. So I just walked back on the way I was meant to have come. Oh well. So, as I was saying, I took a detour through Houghton and I was meant to come this way and go off that way towards the hill which I was eyeing from the cafe. Hopefully I'll get some cloud cover as I ascend it, but it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah. That's why I was following that sign and the sign for this way is missing. Whew. This hill's not actually that bad. I think it looks worse than it is. It's quite gradual. But I can see the cafe where I had lunch, and I can also see where I came from earlier. So I think I came from over there, came from down that kind of like little pathway there, came through there, and then snuck into this little village, and I've just come up here. Whew. I'm hoping to make it to Cocking tonight, which is I think another 10 miles or so, maybe a bit more. But if I get to there, I think that's about 67 miles in, which would give me about 17 miles for tomorrow and the day after, which would be quite nice. Ooh.
Mary came in with a rush, followed by Nob. She shut the door hastily and leaned against it. He was out of breath. They stared at him and laughed for a moment before he gasped. I've seen them, Frodo. I've seen them. Black Riders.
Behold my badly pitched tent. But I'm so ready for bed. According to my Fitbit, I walked just under 30 miles today and did about 70,000 steps. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for bed. I think it's just gone 7 PM. I'm gonna get changed. I have my dinner, which is roasted vegetable couscous tonight. Get ready for bed and yeah, just crash out. I'm hoping to like sleep through and yeah, wake up feeling refreshed and finish and get on with the rest of the hike. So yeah, time some couscous. So I think I might go in my tent because I think the midges are starting to come out. So yeah. Woo! So, I think my body did not want to get up this morning. It's about 6:10 and normally I like to be hiking by, I don't know, 5:20. But yeah, my body was just like, quite happy to be cozied up in my sleeping bag. But still, just after 6 isn't too bad. I think hiking in the morning is my favourite time to hike, because looks like no one else is normally around, and it's just you just walking along. So that's one of my favourite times. There's like a nest of red kites over there. I could hear them all last night. There's one there silhouetted. Ooh. So yeah, onwards. Got to be such an old beech tree, I think. Massive. It was like a good tree to spend the afternoon under. Through that woods, along this field, and past that house there, on that field, and then I came from that wood over there. Look at all these scarlet birches which kind of run down this road. Guess maybe 100 years ago someone planted them all. And all here. Suddenly gone quite dark. I think rain is forecast, but hopefully it should just blow over. I've been watching out all day and it's meant to rain sooner, but it hasn't happened yet, so fingers crossed it doesn't.
deserted by all the races of the world. Rangers passed at times beyond the hills, but they were few and did not see which he had stolen, and the fathers of men aided the elves, but the enemy was victorious, and Barahir was. There were 5 tall figures, 2 standing on the lip of the dell, 3 advancing. Yet leaves in the thickets were faded and falling. It was a cheerless land, and because it was in fact difficult to find any way.
Well, good evening. I finally stopped for the day. I think I'm roughly, I'd say maybe 8 miles out of Winchester, which feels great to say. I probably could have kept on going because it's only 6:30, but I really enjoy hiking first thing in the mornings, so I thought I would enjoy the last bit first thing tomorrow morning when there's no one around. It's just me bimbling along. That's how I will end the trail. So I'm where that little arrowhead is, and Winchester's there, and as the crow flies that is roughly about 7.2 miles, and you can see how far I've come. Boom. Dun, dun. So yeah. So I'm currently camped in kind of like a field meadow kind of place. There is a track that does run just over there, probably about 50 meters that way. So hopefully I won't disturb anyone by being here. The only people I can imagine that are going to be coming along now will be people who've just finished work and need to walk their dog. Hopefully I can pitch my tent soon. There is a road up there, but apart from that, it's just me here, which is really nice. I am again ready for bed. Mile wise, I don't really know how many miles I've done today. And then get into bed. And then wake up tomorrow and do it all again. But yeah. So I've done all my evening chores, kind of like eating, brushing my teeth, doing my hair. I'm going to get my kind of thermals on and then get ready for bed. It's about 8:20. Well, that's quite a respectful time to pitch my tent. I doubt anyone's going to come along this time of night. And yeah, I'm going to go in there and rest and sleep, and then get up tomorrow and finish hiking the South Downs way. About 2 AM I could hear a deer barking, which may have been one of those before. So the reason I'm in bare feet is because I don't want to get my shoes wet. It's one of the things about hiking in England first thing in the morning is that there's so much dew if you're going through tall grass, and you just end up getting soaked. So normally first thing in the morning, if I'm hiking through a meadow like this, I take my shoes off. And it's quite refreshing. My feet needed a wash anyway. So I'm looking forward to getting into town just because A, I'll finish, and B, I'll get to eat something yummy, because you can only go so many days eating dried fruit and nuts and couscous and cake and chocolate bars until you start to appreciate real food. And no, those two instances yesterday where I thought I had some more food that was different than what I'm carrying. One of those, I walked past a cafe and I saw on Google Maps they had some really nice looking donuts, like massive ones covered in icing and sprinkles. So I thought I'll head there. It was about 11 o'clock or something, but when I get there they're sold out, so I just opted for a fizzy Ribena and a banana, a bit more healthy. And then yesterday I thought I would pass a pub about 4 o'clock. I thought, yes, a pub meal, but that pub didn't open until 6, which is a bit frustrating, but so be it. So I kept on hiking and then got a few miles further on the trail. So I'm looking forward to eating something else. I'm not sure what yet, or I'm not sure what will be open, but by the time I get to Winchester it should be about 9ish, I hope. I almost wouldn't have noticed them if not for that orange bit on their tent. Or look like a bivvy bag there. .7, and I can't believe how good the weather's been, because when I planned to do this a few weeks ago I kept on checking the weather, not that that's 100% reliable, but just to try and gauge, and it was meant to rain, but I've not seen a speck of rain for the entire time on the South Downs Way. Man, a part of me is excited to finish the trail and get to civilization, so to speak, and eat something yummy, but then the other part of me is a bit sad that it's ending, just because it is so nice to kind of be immersed in nature. I think I've got about 6 miles left to go. Hopefully my car is still in Winchester. So at the beginning of this week, for my sister's birthday, we drove down to visit the Eden project. On the way we stayed in a hostel which is in a castle, St Breville's, which is lovely, and then after that we drove to the Eden project, had a wander around. It's amazing, I'd recommend it to anybody. So the Eden project is kind of like a massive garden complex in Cornwall. Like there's 2 massive biodomes, like a tropical and a Mediterranean one, and you can wander around freely and see all the kind of plants, the trees, the wildlife that exist there, and they have gardens as well. And then after that we drove to some land pods which is next to the Eden project. We stayed there, and then from there on Monday morning we drove to Southampton, where my sister dropped me off, and I got the train from there to Eastbourne, and then she drove to Winchester, left my car somewhere, and then got the train home. I guess this trail's not going to hike itself. ready for this cheese bake. Ooh, hello from my hostel room. It's very exciting. But yeah, so I'm now showered, gonna have a nice sleep in an actual bed, and that is the self-down way completed. I think once I've edited it all, I'll put all in the mileage that I did every day and so on. But yeah, it feels so good to have relaxed and explored Winchester, and I'm going to sleep like a boss tonight. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me hike the Southdown Way. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm definitely ready for a good sleep tonight though. It felt so good to shower. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be, it'll have to be tiny house related because I need to do some work on the tiny house. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!